Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Alec Reed. This is my channel Alec Reed, and today we are reading Nick and Charlie chapter 4. I'm so sorry. Can you hear me better if I do it like this? I'm gonna just hope for the best. Anyway, we are reading chapter 4 of Nick and Charlie. Really hope that you guys enjoy. This is a book by Alice Oseman. I don't know if I ever said that. So if someone's never heard of the book Nick and Charlie, go check it out. It's awesome. This is just me kind of narrating it for you guys. But besides the point, I'm going to be reading Nick and Charlie, and I'm doing Solitaire, and I'm doing This Winter. I'm doing a bunch of different books of hers. Very exciting stuff. And I was thinking about even doing some Harry Potter stuff. But anyway, let's jump right into the video. Chapter 4. Charlie. 2 weeks after the argument is my music exam. A Friday. I don't think about anything except my exams for the entire week. Well, except for the fact that I can't remember the last time I spent 2 days away from Nick, let alone 2 entire weeks. God. Do I need to start trying to get over this? Because I have no idea how people do that. Nick is the best and most important person I have ever met. God. I go out with my friends that evening, just to Simply Italian for a big end-of-exam celebration meal, even though my last exam isn't until next Thursday. I tried to have fun and laugh at people's jokes and talk about how horrible exams were, but everything's fake. I don't want to laugh at anything. I want to go home and sit in bed and do nothing. I'm sitting next to Aled, and he stays quiet for most of the evening, as he does. But as we're all sorting out who's paying what, he says, "Charlie?" And I look at him, and I see a genuine concern in his eyes. "Have you spoken to Nick at all?" he asks. Word of our argument has spread everywhere, obviously. "No," I say, trying to keep any and all emotion out of my voice. "So, is that it then?" His voice is almost a whisper. "Have you, broken up?" "Yeah." I realize that this is the first time I've said it. I've been distracting myself up until this moment. But now I don't have revision to distract me anymore, and there it is. We've broken up. "Yeah, I think so." Aled looks at me for a long moment. "I'm so sorry." "Not your fault." "No, but..." He shakes his head. "You're Nick and Charlie." I laugh. I don't know what that means. He laughs too, a nervous expulsion of air. It's hard to explain. It's like if you had to provide evidence for soulmates, everyone would pick you two. I snort. There's no such thing as soulmates. Maybe, but you two present a pretty convincing argument. If we were, he wouldn't have broken up with me. Is that actually what happened? I stare at Aled. I've never heard him so assertive. I don't know how to answer. Did he actually say, "Charlie, I want to break up with you"? I frown. Well, no, not exactly, but he didn't say, "I don't want to break up with you." But obviously he wasn't going to say that. What? If he thought you were trying to break up with him, he's not going to start protesting against it. If he thought you didn't love him anymore, he wouldn't make you feel bad for it or make it difficult for you. He'd just be heartbroken. Well, he's an idiot then. Aled laughs. Exactly! 2 idiots in love. Couple goals. Great. Thanks. Someone interrupts us to see whether Aled sorted out what money he owes. I really want to believe what he's saying. That Nick never wanted to break up As soon as I get home, I sit down at the breakfast bar where Victoria is sitting with her laptop and a large glass of diet lemonade. She turns to me. "You look at least 200% more cheerful than you have been collectively in the past 2 weeks," she says. "I need to talk to Nick. Like, soon." She throws her hands in the air. "Jesus Christ, finally, revelation of the century!" I swivel on the stool, but also I really don't want to. Yeah, you've had your time for a tantrum, okay? You're 13 now. Not till September. I always count it from the last day of the year before. Well, I don't. She takes a long sip of lemonade, then points violently at the door. "Go talk to him, you giant child." Oh my God, fine. I get up from the breakfast bar and wander towards the door, but Victoria speaks just as I'm about to leave. "By the way, I found this stuff between the sofa cushions." She picks up something next to her and holds it out. "Nick's disposable camera. Is it yours?" I take it from her. "Oh, that's Nick's." "Oh. He might want it back then." "Yeah." I walk slowly out of the room. The number on the tiny screen at the back is at 0. I didn't even know Nick had taken that many photos. When did he take them all? He could only have left the camera here 2 weeks ago while we were getting ready for the party, and I didn't see him take any then, so it must have been the day before that. And that's when I know exactly what I'm going to do. Straight after my shift at Topman on Saturday morning, I speed walk to Boots to get the camera developed. I have absolutely no idea what's on it, but I figure there might be something special I can send to Nick. I don't know whether that'll help anything, but a picture speaks 1,000 words, I guess. Blah, blah, blah. Something cheesy and romantic. Yep, cool. I arrive at Boots and return, and it turns out I have to wait an hour for them to develop the photos, so I wander around town with my umbrella over my head. I buy an Oreo dairy milk bar from a newsagent's because Nick's obsessed with them. Then I sat down on a bench and take out my phone, balancing my umbrella on my shoulder. And then I see I have a text from Tao. I open it immediately. Tao Zhu, 1534. "Hey Charlie, I know we haven't really talked about the Nick thing, and I'm sorry I didn't tell you personally about me and Elle. I was having a hard time dealing with it myself, to be honest. Just wanted to say I'm sorry if me and Elle caused some weird drama between you and Nick, and I really hope it's cool between you guys soon. And if it's helpful, I saw Nick quickly as he was leaving Harry's, and he was really upset about it. I'm pretty sure there's no way he actually wants to break up with you." I read the message several times before replying. Charlie Spring, 1552. "Hey, sorry, it's definitely not your fault. I'll keep you updated on the Nick thing. I don't really want to break up either." And that sort of makes me feel a bit better. Just saying it out loud, I do not want to break up with Nick. After that, I wander back to Boots and pick up the photos. I don't look at them until I'm on the bus home. The first photo is the one that Nick told me when I found him in the box for it on the last day of school. I look sort of bewildered. My eyes are wide and my mouth is half open, and it's not a terrible photo. It's nice because it looks natural, I guess. The second is the one Harry took when we weren't looking, and it doesn't look half as awkward as I thought it was going to. We're standing on the grass with our hands touching, sort of looking at each other like we've come to a pause in conversation. The grass at our feet and the trees overhead looking so bright in the sun. It's kind of artsy. Harry would probably be very pleased with himself. The third is the one I took of Nick. It is a terrible photo. I laugh out loud. It's hilarious, actually. He's mid-blink. He'll probably throw it in the bin as soon as he sees it. And the fourth is a selfie we took together. Nick's arm around my shoulders and our heads together both of us smiling, a little lens flare from the sunshine falling across Nick's chest. I look at that one for a while. Thursday was a lovely day. I wish the past 2 weeks had been as lovely as that day. There were a few after that still at school, several of Nick with his year 13 friends, and even a couple of the school building itself, as if Nick just wants to remember what it looks like. And then there's the one of me in Nick's car, sitting with my legs tucked up on the seat, my sunglasses on, scrolling through my phone. It's nice. I hardly ever see pictures of me like this. They're almost always selfies or posed photos with friends. The bus jolts suddenly, and the photos fall off my lap and onto the seat next to me. I slam my hand down on them before they can fall on the floor, but they've all spread out like playing cards, and one photo catches my eye. It's me, asleep in Nick's bed. The streetlights outside send a soft orange glow across the thin curtains behind me. My hand is curled next to my face, and my hair is gone all messy and pushed to one side, as it often does when I'm asleep, judging by what it looks like when I woke up every day. I don't know when he took this one. I think I fell asleep before him, but I honestly can't remember. Maybe it's kind of a weird picture to take, but honestly, I can understand why Nick took it. I'd take a picture of him if he looked like that in my bed. God, that sounds creepy, doesn't it? I don't care. As I flick through the rest of the photos, I start to realize they're all sort of like that. All tinged purple and blue and orange, muted colors. A little blurry, like Polaroids to an art school exhibition. Me stretched out on his bed, on his laptop. Me lying on the lounge floor with my arms around his dog, Henry. Me attempting to give Henry a piggyback. Me several steps ahead in the field behind his house from when we took Henry for a walk. Me standing out at the top of the hill, holding my arms out. I remember him taking that one. Me giving him a side eye as I caught him taking a picture of me against the view. The sunlit horizon and the fields and the river. A selfie of us together. A selfie of us holding up Henry so he could be in it too. A selfie of us making stupid faces back at his house. A blurred close-up of me laughing from when he thrust the camera into my face. The light gets darker, bluer. A photo of me curled up on the lounge sofa and the TV screen illuminating tips of my hair. Me cross-legged on his bed in just my t-shirt and boxers, pointing at the camera, smiling. And then one of me asleep. There are so many of just me. Me. Nick just took a ton of photos of me. Nick's not a hugely creative person. He's never been interested in photography or art or anything like that. I think he just took them because he wanted to remember what it was like. What life is like now. Chilling around each other's houses, going on walks, eating together, sleeping together. It sounds boring, but it's so wonderful. It is. I feel myself tearing up just looking at our life together. I love this. I love us. I love our weird, boring life. I take the phone out of my pocket. I take a picture of our stupid face selfie and the field, and I send it to Nick. Nick. My mate Sai has come around to stage an intervention. He's going to Cambridge Uni in the autumn, so I'm not entirely surprised that he's smart enough to pick up on the fact that I am approximately 70 miles away from okay, but he hasn't said anything useful so far, and now we're playing Mario Kart and eating Percy Pigs. After we've been gaming for around half an hour and chatting casually about A-level revision and summer and how utterly shit Harry's party was yesterday, Sai finally says, "So, what exactly are you both having an argy-bargy about?" He puts the Wii remote down, swivels around the sofa and folds his arm. Because it sounds like nothing, to be honest. I sigh and pause the game. Charlie broke up with me, mate. Oh, come on. Why the bloody hell would he do that? I have no idea. Are you sure that's what he was trying to do? Honestly, I'm not even sure. He was so drunk. He just kept telling me I should break up with him, and I just lost it at him. Sai adjusts his glasses and runs his hands through his hair. Sounds like you need to have a chat with him, dude. I don't know what to say. I put down my Wii remote and look at him. Help me. Why am I the relationship expert? I've never even been in a relationship. You're smart. You're doing English Lit at uni. English Lit is utterly useless in the real world, Nicholas. Utterly useless. Trust me. John Doe aren't going to help you with this. This makes me laugh. I don't even know who they are. Exactly. I lean my head back on the sofa. I think he just thought it was a good time to end our relationship. Like, teenage relationships never last. It's a bit weird that we've made it this far anyway. And we're so fucking dull as well. Like, we hardly do anything interesting. We're the most basic teenage relationship. Basic teenage relationship. Sai stutters. Have you seen yourselves? You hang around with each other every single day and somehow haven't wanted to kill each other yet. You've started sleeping around each other's houses regularly on school nights. You can communicate by just looking at each other. Trust me, I've played board games with you too. He shakes his head. A basic teenage relationship is daring to hold hands outside the school gate and going on cinema and Nando's dates on Saturday afternoons. I stare at him. If you want to break up, he says, pointing a finger at me, go right ahead. If you're bored and want it to be over, fine. But just because you're not going on fucking amazing dates every weekend doesn't mean you're boring. And definitely doesn't mean you need to break up. And just because Elle and Tao aren't like passionately in love anymore doesn't mean that you and Charlie aren't. He slaps his hands on his legs and leans back. Shit, I say. Then I pick up my phone. A couple hours later, I have a message. The name on the screen reads Charlie Spring. And that is the end of chapter 4. And next, we will be reading chapter 5. I hope that you guys enjoy. These episodes, like how long they're gonna be, are gonna kind of fluctuate. But I hope you guys enjoy. Like, subscribe, comment down below whether it's commenting recommendations or whether it's just saying hello. I respond to all of them. Also, I have an Instagram, AlecReads123, where you will get all types of information. You can ask me questions, answer polls. I ask you guys questions over there, so you guys can always answer questions for me. You can DM me on Instagram. I would love that. Please do. There's a million different things going on over there, so go check that out. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night. Goodbye, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody in between, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, friends.